Welcome Capricorn and all seekers back to the Existential Shift. Hope you had a lovely birthday season. Let's see what February has in store for you, huh? Messages for Capricorn. Hold up. Not important. A lot of notifications are going to come through with this intensity in Aquarius, Mercury as well. All the communication, very airy, very social media, email, all kinds of people from different walks of life, groups, situations in your life in the past, present, future are finding their streams of communication towards you. And you're going to have to be very discerning. What do you have time for? What do you have energy for? What sits right? Two of Pentacles in the upright. I'm working with the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. What do you give attention to? Where do you plant your seeds? Or from the seeds you've planted, which do you sow now? Because some of you have already planted the seed throughout your season in the past month. And now comes February, you're like, okay, which do I put extra investment in? What will reap the best reward in the future? You have some possibilities, especially from the new moon and on, which is from the 11th and on of February. I feel like until then you're weighing the pros and cons. 5 of Wands. And you'll have to push away a lot of energies that want to either partake or be a part of. There's a sense of competition possibly where you have to, I feel like you're in the decision-making place. Who do I hire? Who do I work with? Who do I date? Who do I give to? Who do I invest in? Who do I cooperate with? Where do I go? This could be, brokers or apartments kind of competing for your tenantship. Tenantship? Did I just make up a word? You're getting the point. Point is, you're in a position right now to choose. The Hangman, and you're like, I think I'm going to take my time until the new moon, until the 12th of February and on. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to see how things unfold, how things present themselves through time. I'm going to sit back, observe. I want to feel it out. Wow, 8 of Wands and 10 of Wands in the reverse. You're not even bothering to explain. You're not even trying. You're like, I can't deal with having to explain myself, with having to make sense of this to you or to anyone. I understand it inside of me. I can't be responsible for what everyone is feeling, thinking, wanting right now. Knight of Swords. And then as you do so, the other person is going to be like, excuse me, I want answers. I want to know where things stand, where I stand. And it might make you snap a little bit. Four of Wands and Judgment. A call is made, a direction is chosen. It's very specific. The second the Hangman turns around and be like, I know what I want, how I want, where I want, etc. And I'm dropping off all the other possibilities / need to explain and everything that prevents me. I don't care how many people knock on my door. I don't care how many people call. I don't care how people come with demands. I'm going to wait for the right moment until it sits right and I know what's best for me. Six of Wands. Yep. And it seems to be working for you, Cappy, because mid-month and on, you're on a Four of Wands, Judgment, Six of Wands path. You absolutely are making the right call from a very accurate place, and then you charge for it like this Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords. This might come at the expense of someone in your life. Right underneath the Ten of Wands. There's an energy that is going to feel like they're being left behind, or it affects them in some way, or it sacrifices them in one way, shape, or form. But it's something you are determined to not affect you anymore, not mess things up for you anymore. Maybe someone has been somewhat of a lot to handle. I'm picking up, like either too many demands, too much drama, and it's been, you know, taking a lot of your energy. And the second you realize it and you decide that you want to be lighter and happier, also, some of you are going in the direction of this person in this Ten of Swords that you've been away from for a while. Was a sense of sacrifice because you had a lot of things that, you know, took your time and attention and energy. So they were kind of left aside, unattended to. And now it's like there's a change of course. Pisces had something similar in a way, so maybe you want to watch Pisces, but there's moving towards something. This could also someone telling you that they're done waiting on you. Interesting. Okay, they're done waiting on you, or you get the sense that they're done waiting on you. Maybe they're not giving you the attention that you're used to receiving, or they're not present as much as you're used to them being present, and maybe that triggers a change in direction. It's also a possibility coming up. Your readings are so to the point and forward. I love it. Love it. You're like, I don't want anyone to waste my time. I'm not going to waste anybody else's time. I'm just going to have my energy be clear for you to read. Thank you. No shade on other signs that are watching. It's just, if Capricorn opens the door, they open the door. If Capricorn closes the door, they close the door. Sometimes they leave like 7 windows with see-through shades, so you can sneak, you know, in, but not really be a part, just so, you know, you could enjoy the attention. Cappy, you sometimes do that. We gotta call it as it is. It's okay. You know how to close the door or open the door, but you also know how to, when you close a door, to leave the windows a little bit open so people can peek in and see what they can't have. And you enjoy watching them in a way, kind of peeking in. It's okay. We all have our vices. It's okay. the skill, though, to know exactly how to do it. Hi, Cappies. Show me more, please, for Capricorn for February. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, and we started with Two of Pentacles. Things are becoming as clear as day for you, and the direction is very, very stable. And I think you're going to have a strong sense of pride of yourself, being like, I was patient, I didn't rush through anything, I waited for all the information that I needed to come through. Sorry, it got messed a little bit, so I needed to arrange it back into its order. And now I win. Yep. So if you feel like you know the rhythm of things and you know how to go about something, this is a very strong new start with something or with someone that got I don't know, something there got really entangled. Now, Strength card, wow. So, Cappy, you're starting the reading with mental power of decision making and patience, and that generates energetic power. The kind that you manifest with, the kind that you heal with, the kind that you communicate with other realms with, shamanic power. From the center of your being, from your ancient reincarnations coming through, and you're just now tapping into all the skill and knowledge and powers. It's like you've cleared through a lot of 3D mental gunk. You kind of blew off all kinds of people, situations, whatever, or are going to blow off. Now, there are two avenues to this. One is that something that was very, very waning, ending, making room for a new, very powerful beginning for yourself. And another one is healing a situation that was very, very damaged. This could be with someone or something. Again, you place it in your narrative. This could be also healing yourself from a physical ailment of some sort that was manifestation of the mind, of a lot of pressure and self-shaming and blaming and picking up, going into honoring yourself, and that brings forth like a lot of fire and energy and vitality, and it heals something in your physical body that you've been dealing with for a very long time, and now you're approaching it instead of from the mind, from the gut, from the instincts. Okay, gut, this could literally be gut. Okay, maybe you are clearing your gut. You know, maybe you are going through a detox of some sort. Cutting meat that really slows down the digestive system and it wrecks the gut. Eating more green vegetables and plant-based protein and orange, reds, vegetables to also, and more spices and herbs to kind of pick up the energy. Turmeric and cinnamon are coming up. Both are anti-inflammatory, especially turmeric, and cinnamon also is great for the blood flow. So if you feel lacking energy or there's some sort of inflammation due to some sort of mental noise, it could be very helpful. and literally physically turning yourself upside down and getting more blood flow into the brain, into the mind. Guys, we haven't been breathing properly with all these masking things recently. We haven't had the proper ideal flow of oxygen to our system, and that really affects the blood flow. And the blood flow and the oxygen and low oxygen levels affect our brain. It makes us more confused and less sharp. Absolutely. And it really weakens the organs as well. You gotta breathe a lot. Okay, go to a mountain or to a park where you have some space and walk without it and breathe, breathe, breathe. Very, very important. And a lot of sunlight. If you've been closing yourself up from fear and or whatever, find a way to, exercise every day, walk outdoors, soaking some sun, circulating oxygen into your system. Very, very important. I see you are doing that, and this will bring a lot of strength. And eating organic, eating clean, eating from the earth, respecting animals. The Strength card is very much so connecting to the animal kingdom as well. Anything else for Cappy for February? After this, I will do an animal spirit oracle messages and then pull in a major arcana as spiritual homework for you guys for the month of February. And then I will move on to the extended, where I will look deeper into the dynamic between you and your person of interest. It will be a reading focusing on love. Okay, you can find it below in the description box. It's available on Patreon and on Vimeo. I would love to have you check out Patreon. But either way, let's finish this up. Anything else, my amazing Cappies? Eight of Pentacles. So from Eight of Pentacles, from Eight of Wands in the reverse to Eight of Pentacles in the upright, with the Strength that is an 8 as well, in the Ace of Pentacles, there's a lot of self-empowerment in the physical realm. Physicality, health, connectivity, nature, but also finances. This, it's always like when you have more and more, right? You always attract more. So this one pentacle is going to generate 8 pentacles because it's going to give you the sense of security and self-assurance, that you're on the right path, and it's going to generate more manifestation energy. Bottom of the deck, Justice card. You're going to receive something that is yours by right, and it could be finances, but it could also be some sort of poetic justice that psychologically triggers a change in your approach and helps you bring in more abundance. Very nice, Cappy. Very, very nice. I'm now realizing, okay, so the major arcanas here are the Hangman, Judgment, and Justice. Yeah, some sort of verdict is going to be made. A decision is going to, Ace of Swords right here. A decision that is based on truth. Absolute truth. It's super sharp. It's super clear. It's heard loud and clear. There's no way around it. There's after it's said or done or acknowledged or made, there will be no going back. It will mark a new start with the way you approach things and what it is you accept from the universe and from spirit and from people around you in general. Like once you tap into this sense of self-empowerment and self-knowing of yourself, it's like it's going to embark you on a brand new karmic cycle. I feel like some of you are going into your dharma, where you create a new positive karma after finalizing something very painful. You've done good. You've done and continuing to do very good, difficult work. It's going to be strenuous, but you're going to make that decision. I feel like a pressure like you feel like you're being really, really pressured by energy, by the universe, by people, by situations, and you're like, you know, walking a tightrope, trying to not let things get you lose your balance. Like every muscle is like super focused. I'm picking up an energy of like extreme focus. Here, let's see. Massive focus that leads to victory. You win it. You make it. You make it work somehow, and it's something that required a very delicate balancing. Okay. Let's see what the animal spirit has to say. Animal spirit, please. 2 tens, 2 aces, and the justice. Yeah. Brand new beginning. This season is marks for you. Really, really positive. Very empowering. Very powerful. An end to a karmic cycle, a beginning to a dharmic cycle. If that's even a word. Crow. I'll show you. 1 second. Okay. Almost be like this. You got it. Crow, snake, and eagle. Wow. Oh, you've been very patient and very smart. You've been playing something very cleverly. And you're going to, oh, you've been planning this, and this is like a very intelligent type of planning, very into the specific. It's like you've been covering all the possibilities. Very diligent, very, very clever, very patient. And you'll know exactly when to do what it is that you plan on doing. I don't know. And the eagle here says that you will strike in the right moment. Oh, you know what you're doing, Cappy. I'm just here to give you confirmation that you're playing your cards really, really, really well. Yeah, it's been preparation, and this air season, February, aqua season, is going to be when you're executing. What are you executing? For those of you who want to take another look at it, there we go. Okay. All right. Cappy. So these are 22 major arcanas because I want to focus on the energy work of tarot aspect, of the aspect of tarot. All the cards have energy work and spirituality and lessons from them, but the major arcanas in specific. So this is kind of, for those of you who want to partake, what kind of energy is Capricorn guided to harness through the month of February to expand their consciousness and to vicariously also assist the collective at this time? Cappy Seekers. What is their spiritual homework? Spiritual homework. Thank you. So fitting with everything I just described that you're doing here right now. Unbelievable. The Magician. The Magician doesn't say you're going to make much magic. The Magicians say you can make magic, but you have to act upon your knowledge. And the plan needs to be formed in action and in communication. And I think you're going to know exactly how to harness Mercury in Aquarius retrograding which makes it more potent and powerful. I don't think this retrograde is going to be messy. I think this retrograde is going to be um, a theme park for magicians and wizards and witches and, you know, sages and maguses. You know, like if you're an energy worker or a shaman, you'll know what to do with it. Other people, muggles, sorry, are just gonna get all confused with this energy. So when people tell people don't do this during this Mercury retrograde, it's for muggles. But for most people, but people who are experts and masters of energy work will really, really make wonders with this energy. You gotta know how to feel it out though, one step at a time. You know, the energetic tightrope. Now, in my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, I have classes for each of the tarot cards. So I'm going to link my class to the Magician, where I obviously teach about the Magician interpretation in a tarot spread, but also all the sub-layers, the Bunkai, of the interpretation of the spiritual, energetic aspect of it. Okay? Now, having the entire course, not everybody can afford it, but I build it in a way that it's a library where you can purchase or rent the classes separately. Okay, and it starts as low as $2. So if you want to partake / just know more about the Magician or any of the cards, I will link him below. Okay, you, by the way, don't have to. You can simply take what you know about the Magician and harness the Magician's energy for February. But if you want my intake and if you want my teachings, link is below. Okay, guys, thank you for joining. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, press the bell button, like, comment, be a part of the Existential Shift. I will continue this right now. We'll move on to doing your extended. Let's see a little bit deeper and in more detail into your love life, into the dynamic between you and your person. Excited to find out for you. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Thank you guys. I love you. Stay magic. Stay true. Mwah.